I never believed in God. Not really. I went through the motions when I was younger, folding my hands, bowing my head, but it was just noise, something to please my mother before she drank herself to sleep. But that night, when I broke into St. Elias Chapel, I learned what it meant to pray. It was nearly midnight. The town was asleep, wrapped in December fog. The old chapel had been boarded up for years, condemned after fire gutted the lower level. They said it still smelled like ash and old blood, that no one who entered stayed sane. I didn't care. I was desperate. I needed shelter, somewhere off the grid, just for a night. I broke a stained glass window and slipped inside. Cold air greeted me like breath from a tomb. Inside, the pews were dust-covered. The altar cracked down the center like something sacred had split. The crucifix above the pulpit had black scorch marks curling around Christ's face. It almost looked like he was screaming. I found a side room, a former priest's quarters maybe, and tried to sleep. But the sound, low at first, like someone whispering just beneath the floorboards. Then a scrape, a dragging. I froze. It was coming from below. I should have left. I know that. But something pulled me toward the basement. The charred stairs creaked beneath me. The smell grew heavier, not just smoke. Something coppery, rotting. The whispers got louder too. Not words. Tones. Chanting. It felt ancient and human. My flashlight flickered as I stepped onto the basement floor. The walls were carved with strange symbols, some written in what looked like dried blood. Others were moving, twitching under the light, like worms writhing in holy pain. There was an altar in the center of the room, black stone, stained, and chained to it. I still can't find the words. It was a man, or what had once been one. His mouth was sewn shut. His eyes, God, his eyes, were still moving, pleading. He looked right at me. And then, I heard the voice. Not his. Something deeper. It slithered into my skull like oil. Join us. And I was the sacrifice. But just when the darkness swelled to swallow me whole, I remember my mother, her hands trembling in prayer, her whisper before passing, "If you're ever lost, call his name. He'll hear you, even in the dark." I did. I didn't think. I just screamed it. "God help me." And he came. It wasn't light. It was fire. Not like the flames that consume, but a purifying blaze. It ripped through the room, not burning, cleansing. The whispers shrieked and shattered. The walls cracked. The chains burst open. And the man on the altar gasped his first breath in years. And then silence. I woke outside, lying on frost-covered grass. The chapel was gone. Just rubble and ash. No authorities came. No one remembered the building ever existing. But I remember. I still see it in dreams. I wasn't saved because I was good. I wasn't rescued because I deserved it. I was saved because I asked. And because, even in the darkest pit, he was listening. Dear listener, thank you for staying with me until the end of the story. Let it be a reminder to us all. Even in the darkest moments, there's light. And when fear feels overwhelming, God is near. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more stories of faith miracles and the power of prayer in the deepest shadows of the human soul. Until next time, and may God watch over you.